Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Going to start this one off with this figure and we're coming close to Dr. Fate, the favourite guy in the Black Adam movie for me, and I love the figure. And I've attached some energy effects to him because I used to have some sort of lightning effects on his arms, but I decided this was the best look. And he's been posed this while since at least Christmas. And down to the left, that is what's known as a black light. So when this was given to me, that black light, it was because I've got quite a few McFarlane's figures that have paint applications on the bodies of those figures, that when you shine a black light on them, they glow in the dark. And my Spawn ones look awesome. These energy effects that you see in his arms, even they glow. So there's quite a few figures that are not mentioned on the packaging that they glow when you put a black light to them. My Avatar figures are, and there's another figure out of the Black Panther wave, but other than that you wouldn't know until you did it yourself. So those energy effects used to be on the figure we're about to look at now, which is what this review is about. It's a return to a Marvel figure, and I was looking at that old footage. It was okay, but we're going to do things a little bit differently. So let's go up above, and there you'll see the Silver Surfer, my Silver Surfer, comic book Silver Surfer, Norrin Radd. And even though I picked up the female version from the latest movie, I understood why they changed the sex of that character, and I've talked about that on camera before, so I won't go over it again. I bought her for $7.99 because the packaging was damaged, so at the end of the day it was a bargain, but it's not a patch on this for me. They've released another one which is a darker silver, almost grey, as though he's in shadow, but this is the image I like. So what we're going to do, after I've taken some close-ups of that, is put him on the platform and having facing the Fantastic Four again, including Doctor Doom. So the reason I was discussing Dr. Fate and those energy effects, because those white energy effects on Dr. Fate now used to be on Silver Surfer, but I've got these energy effects off one of my Green Lantern figures, and I do like it. They're called constructs when the Green Lanterns create these energy effects, but this is just a energy coming from the Silver Surfer that happens to be green. And I thought I saw an image a couple of weeks back with the same design of energy effect that this is, but they were purple, so I wouldn't have a clue what figure that came off. So without further ado, we'll take him off the flight stand and begin the pose down. So here's the first one, and this is the Thing, also known as Ben Grimm, and I've had him a couple of years now, and I really like him. So I've got him into that attacking pose, as you can see. There he is, over the shoulder of Silver Surfer. So what I do for the next few poses, you're going to see all the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom. I'll change over their positions. So now Silver Surfer is going to be on the right side and the Thing will be on the left, and that's the theme I'm going to run with for this review. So let's go for that. So I've swapped them over. Okay, let's come round to see the front of Ben Grimm, and I've changed out the head So he's got a kind of neutral face. Wanted to demonstrate the other gripping hand that comes with the figure and kept on the fighting fist. So that's not bad. So we're going to come round and see the point of view of the thing. That's not bad. Looking down on him from that point of view. Let's come down onto that level. I'll come back. Okay, just trying some angle shots while I'm here. So that's the thing taking on Silver Surfer. Let's move on to the next one. So we've got now Sue Storm, aka Invisible Girl, as I remember her in the comics, but later on that was to become Invisible Woman. So let's get Silver Surfer's point of view there, and she's in a new pose from the last time you saw her, and that invisibility energy effect she can put on either arm. She can hold it from both sides, which is a good, gives you more range for movement, and I do like that figure. And she also comes with some fighting fists, but I've never put that on camera. And then we've got, of course, Silver Surfer. I haven't changed his pose. I think it's easier just to keep him neutral and show the other figures on camera in different poses. So that's not a bad angle. So let's go back to the center and swap them over. Sue Storm will be on the left and Silver Surfer will be on the right. So okay, I have had to make a slight adjustment because when I put her on this side, Sue Storm, the way she was posed didn't quite feel right, so I've just changed it slightly, but I won't go into it. Let's go around to the front and see that, and that's nice. Yeah, hand is outstretched to create an energy shield to protect her from those green energy pulses or bolts are coming off Silver Surfer. So let's move it around, and that looks good there. I like that. Making sure I can come in without going out of focus, and that's not bad. So that's Sue Storm done. Let's move on to the next. Okay, created a slightly different dynamic. I've got Silver Surfer on the right side to begin with, and Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch, on the left. And I've slightly changed the arm position on the right side of Silver Surfer, raised that energy bolt up a bit higher and closed his posture, and that looks good from that angle. And then we're going over to the side where we can see Johnny Storm, and that's not bad. I'm not posed him very much, Johnny Storm, and when I do, I tend to find new poses in him which I never thought I could get. So I'm going to have a good sit down and create a really good one. These ones are kind of middle ground poses, but it's all about the Silver Surfer today. So let's get him on the other side of the platform, the Human Torch, and see what that angle looks like. So I've tweaked the dynamic again on the two of these figures. We'll come over on this side first, and you see Johnny Storm, and he's you see he's raising that fist to fire off an energy shot at Silver Surfer, but Silver Surfer's kind of anticipated that and raised up that energy shield to deflect it, and I quite like that. Not bad at all. And let's get a better angle, and that's good. And I'm in an awkward position to get that shot, so I hope you appreciate it. Not bad at all. And that's one of the things I like about this figure now I've got these energy effects on, because when I shine the black light on it, it looks awesome. So thanks again, Ray Ray's Collection, my go-to guy for knowledge on MCU or DC. Check out the guy's collection and subscribe, because you won't be disappointed. I know I never am. So let's move it on from here with the next one. So here is the last of the Fantastic Four. The leader, if you want to call him that. And his name is Reed Richards. And he's known as Mr. Fantastic. And I reviewed this figure, so I don't need to tell you what accessories he comes with and how long it took to get this last figure out of the Fantastic Four so I could finish the wave, because that's all old news. And I love this figure. I love them all, and I love the film. I just wish they hadn't made Silver Surfer a woman, and that's not an attack on the actress or even the character. I could tolerate it, but I know why they did it. But they should have just stuck with the comic book, because that's what the fans want to see. And the Silver Surfer's last appearance like this with the Fantastic Four was in Fantastic Four: The Rise of the Silver Surfer, and I enjoyed that movie. I know it was a little bit weak, but the best thing in that movie was the Silver Surfer. His real name is Norrin Radd, and the character was voiced by Lawrence Fishburne. And if you've seen The Matrix or John Wick, or better still, watch the film Apocalypse Now by Francis Ford Coppola, in which Lawrence Fishburne was 16 when he did that role. And it's a film about the Vietnam War, and it's awesome. But yeah, he was voiced by Lawrence Fishburne, and in my opinion, that was the perfect voice for this character. Okay, let's get him on the other side and start to wind this down. So this is the last one between these two. Nothing major in the posing here. I've opened up the position of Silver Surfer, opened out his arms more, but it's not really the best pose. But I just want to get this one now under my belt as we come to the last of the Fantastic Four figures, and then we're going to bring out another figure, and that's not bad from that point of view. So let's bring out the last figure, and that's okay. Right, let's move on. So this is the last figure, and these two figures, ironically enough, after a couple of years of trying to get the right figure of both versions of these guys you see, I finally picked them up around the same time, which was really good, just around Christmas. So coming close then on Doctor Doom, who's been played by Robert Downey Jr., who played Iron Man so brilliantly. And those energy effects actually also glow in the dark when you shine a black light on them, and so does this green tunic there. Anything green on there does have a glow on it, so that's a figure I like to look at night. So we'll come round, because he's firing his energy bolts at Silver Surfer, and he's put them up as a form of defence. I don't quite like that. Trying to shield himself, because even he can be hurt by certain types of energy, and that's not bad. Bring it round. So yeah, not a bad shot from there. Okay, let's change him around then. See what that looks like. So this is the last one then. I was fiddling about with Silver Surfer. Shouldn't have really. He was good throughout the review, but I'm not so sure about this particular pose that I was trying to get him into. In fact, that isn't the pose, but I didn't want to waste any more time because we're at the end of this review. That pose doesn't look bad there, but from certain angles it looks a bit weird for me. So that's Dr. Doom, the last of the review, and we'll pull out all the figures today and leave it there. So guys, thanks for watching the review, and your numbers are slowly creeping up, but yeah, I've come back to these guys mainly because of the Silver Surfer, which I've posed out with those new energy effects that I'm going to give him. And we just go through these figures one more time. So we're coming close to the Thing, who is Ben Grimm, and we'll change out that head and put in his growling face, but I will keep both the hands in the figure. So we come round to Sue Storm. Wanted to show you her without her energy effects, and that's where that energy effect is. But yeah, like Sue Storm, who is Invisible Woman. And we come over to Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. And then of course, there's your man there, Dr. Doom. And I've kind of turned him sideways on. His arms are down by his side with his energy effects pulsing away. Can't wait for the film to come out. Let's see if it's any good. And then of course, going over the top, you'll see Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. And finally, last but not least, the Silver Surfer. I've had to tuck him behind there because it was making everything on the platform look unbalanced. So while you can't see him that much, I could have put him back on the flight stand, but didn't want to fiddle with it anymore. So that's the figures you've been looking at today. And I thank you for watching the channel and supporting it. And I don't know what I'm going to do next in terms of filming, but I say thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. The Fantastic Four, Dr. Doom, and the Silver Surfer.